community.
Robert Sostre.
On the right side court, we have the men's semifinalists from the upper bracket, Willie Polanco and Tyree Bastidas.
San Jose, California, Emmett Peixoto.
And then on the left court now being introduced is Emmett Peixoto and Robert Sostre. Both of the semifinals matches coming up at the same time here. We're going to try to cover both of those. We'll follow the camera here, Dave, to follow both of the action from both of these.
Great get there from Emmett, Dave.
Great opening rally right there.
Tremendous rally. It's one of the best we've seen in the entire tournament. Robert Sostre, Dave, is an incredibly good athlete. And you can tell that with just one swing that he takes. He's an accomplished racquetball player, also a champion paddleball player, also one of the top one-ball handball players. There's a double fault there from Rob. I don't know if that's some sort of announcer's curse after all those accolades, but
it happens every time.
Point.
There's a nice shot right there from Emmett. Now we're back over to the Willie Polanco, Tyree Bastidas match in court number 2. That ball's in. That one's out, though.
Robert, Dave, the oldest of our semifinalists here. He's 39. He looks like he's about 28. We'll see how those 39-year-old legs hold up today after 2 matches yesterday in this heat.
Oh my gosh.
Tyree Bastidas now serving again. One serves one. Referee is Pee Wee Castro.
No, I didn't.
Tyree Bastidas is the #1 seed in this tournament, playing against Willie Polanco, the #4 seed.
Thank you.
2 serving 1.
Score is 2-1.
Second serve.
That was not a great serve there from Tyree. He really made a mistake.
Now we're back over to Emmett Peixoto and Robert Sostre. That's a nice shot right there from Emmett.
You can see the difference, Dave, in the movement between Emmett and Robert.
0-1.
Emmett moves quite a bit better. Robert's legs look like they're a little bit heavy right now, Dave.
Good.
Ball. 3 serve 0.
Emmett Peixoto is up over Robert Sostre right now, 3-0. Make that 4-0. This is the first game between
serve 0.
the 2 semifinalists.
You got 1. You made 1. My mistake. Sorry. 4 serves 1.
Actually, Robert Sostre heard us call the score there, and he corrected the referee.
Great shot there from Emmett. That's a fist tomahawk kill. Tremendous shot.
5 serving 1.
Score now is 5-1. Oh, I like that deep serve right there.
Robert
6-1.
actually beating Emmett in their only encounter.
Oh, there's a screen called from the referee over on the right court here. Nice serve from Willie Polanco.
You have 1 serve.
Point.
Robert really struggling to pick up that serve from Emmett. He's already leaning left here.
7 serves 1.
What we're doing is we're calling the commentary from the camera view. As we see the camera switch over to the other court, we'll call the action from that court. Trying to bring you both semifinal matches at the same time.
1 serve 7.
Right down.
Here it is, back to Robert Sostre and Emmett Peixoto. Score is 1-7 with Robert Sostre in the service box.
Come on, Emmett.
Back over to this court. Oh, beautiful shot right there from Willie Polanco. The score is 2-3
7 serves 1.
for Willie. First game.
Serving 3.
Point.
Looked like that ball could have gone long.
Serves 1.
That was a
Tyree
smart.
caught Willie off guard there, playing that ball. Willie thought that ball would be
Out.
let go long.
Serving 2.
1 serves 7.
Ow. Thank you.
That's you.
The score right here is 1-7, second serve.
Robert really doesn't have the same kind of firepower on his serve. That's Robert's second double fault here,
Ball
Dave.
was out.
Oh my God.
And we've seen that happen a few times this tournament.
4 serving 2.
Watch the baby.
That baby is way too close to the court there, Dave. He was too close to the court yesterday as well.
He's very close to the microphones, too.
Sorry. 8 serving 1.
That's a handball, baby.
2 playing 4.
Hold it. Screen serve.
Thank you.
but he's pretty tough, isn't he?
Hold it, hold it.
Hold on. Listen for the score from Pee Wee Castro. Polanco serving.
3, serving 4.
3-4.
Point.
Oh, nice serve right there, right at the cameras.
Willie really not known as being a big server.
But this tournament, he has been pretty big. We've watched some of his matches.
He's served well in stretches in this tournament. Actually lost his serve a little bit against Sean yesterday. Still managed to win that match 11-10.
Score here is 4-4 with Tyree Bastidas serving. First game, men's semifinals match between Tyree and Willie Polanco on court number 2. This is the Fred Banfield one-wall handball courts at Tulsa Montessori School in Tucson, Arizona for the WPH Echelon Fireball Classic.
1 serves 9.
5, serving 4.
Lazy.
Side out.
What's happening to Sostre over here?
Sostre's having a very difficult time dealing with Emmett's pace. It doesn't look like he's able to catch up with that ball.
Early in the morning, yeah.
Emmett's hit a number of aces already here. Rob hasn't been even close to.
Serving 4.
The score 9-1?
Point.
Is that right?
That's right, now 10.
So Emmett Peixoto is up 10-1.
10 serves 1. Point.
Make that 11-1.
Timeout. That's your first.
And a timeout called from Robert Sostre. That's his first timeout. Emmett Peixoto up 11-1 now.
7, serving 4.
7-4 is the score here. Once tied at 4. Actually, Tyree was trailing 3-4, so 4 unanswered points for Tyree. And that's a beautiful shot, and that's why Tyree's the #1 seed.
That's the name of the game out here. Yeah.
It's a beautiful shot from Tyree. Not a lot of slippage from Tyree today.
8,
Not yet.
8, serving
We haven't
4.
seen him in too many extended rallies. Tyree serving that ball with a hook right down the middle of Willie. Willie looks a little bit out of sorts right now, Dave.
9, serving 4.
9-4.
Only scored on 4 of Tyree's errors.
Score is 11 serves 1. Point.
You can't do that. You're not making a game. Come on.
12 serves 1.
Score is
4,
12-1.
serving 9.
Hold it. Hinder. Screen.
Fred Lewis calling the right call, but the wrong verbiage.
Point.
He said hinder instead of screen.
5, serving 9.
13 serves 1.
13-1.
Point.
Robert just has not been able to do anything with that serve.
We have 2 semifinals matches going on at the same time, and like you, Dave, I keep finding myself
6, serving 9.
transferring over to the
14
Willie
serves
Polanco,
1.
Tyree Bastidas match during the middle of the one between
Hold it.
Emmett.
Ball on court.
So if we comment on the wrong court, we apologize back home as you watch this live webcast. Pee Wee Castro
14
calling the
serves
score here.
1.
7, serving 9.
7-9, Willie Polanco. First game.
Point.
Ooh, he had to move just a little bit.
Back ball.
15 serves
See
1.
Polanco move there at the last second.
7, serving 9.
7-9.
Great hand. Great hand.
Second.
Have you watched Polanco play much?
I actually played him yesterday. And I did watch him play against Sean yesterday, so yes.
Good shot.
Shot out.
Sounds like we have a payphone here at the handball courts. Wonder if
1
Superman's
serve,
going to come out of there.
9.
Not the.
Wow, nice shot right there from Tyree Bastidas. Makes a beautiful shot, but he's still unhappy.
Sostre coming in here. This is the second serve. He's already double
9,
faulted twice.
serving
Here.
8.
Gets that ball in, but Emmett has no problem with it.
Come on.
Side out.
Rob's really shown no signs of being able to handle what
15
Emmett's
serves
got
1.
today. Hasn't been able to do much with Emmett's serve.
Sorry, wrong call. It's good.
Feel it.
10, serving 8.
He reversed his call, so we'll play 2. 15-1.
There's the Tyree Bastidas serve to Willie Polanco.
Point.
will stay over to court number 1 unless there's a break in action. Actually, it's court number 2 unless there's a break in action, as this is the closer of the two.
8, serving 10.
8 serves 10. Oh, nice shot right there from Tyree Bastidas. Even he is happy with that.
17 serves 1.
There it is.
Point.
That's the first time this tournament.
8, serving
18 serves 1.
10, serving 8.
Score is 10 to 8.
Short. Second serve.
Look at that get from Willie Polanco.
Tyree goes back up top.
This is a good rally, Dave.
Side is out.
Tyree ends it there with a cross-court pass. Beautiful shot.
That's a good rally right there.
1
Tyree
serve,
Bastidas using the
18.
full court there. Pushing Willie Polanco off the left sideline.
Green.
Willie comes back. Tyree goes down the middle, up high.
Timeout's cool. First timeout.
Now a timeout called on show court number 2 here. Now we go back to the Sostre Emmett Peixoto semifinal match.
It's only Sostre's second point here of the match. He's trailing 2 to 18 here, Dave.
2 serves 18.
Not sure he has enough firepower to stay with Emmett today.
All right, got
Good.
If Emmett Peixoto gets past Robert Sostre, and I think he's already done this before, but he will be one of the very few people to beat national champions in respective countries or different codes.
Sorry.
Robert Sostre, a former national champion, he's defeated Sean Lenning and 3-wall to win that crown. And you also brought up
defeated everybody in handball except for Paul Brady, the top 4-wall player.
3-wall, and now he could take down a national champion, former national champion in 1-wall if he can win this match.
Point.
That was a nice serve right there from Robert Sostre.
Emmett also has defeated
5
Joe
serves
Kaplan,
18.
former national champion.
Now Robert Sostre seems to have a rhythm. It might be a smart time to take a timeout for Emmett, and he is also going to do that. 6 to 18 is the score. 11 serves 8 over here. Tyree Bastidas back over Willie Polanco. You're watching the WPH Echelon Fireball Handball Classic 2010 at the Fred Banfield 1-wall courts in Tucson, Arizona. Semifinals match between Tyree Bastidas and Willie Polanco here. Listen for the score from Pee Wee Castro.
8, serving 11.
8 serves 11.
Tyree has really not hit his stride yet. He's leading here 11 to 8, but he's missed a lot of opportunities. Great serve there from Willie. Willie has that ability, Dave, to get hot with his serve. He'll need to do that today
Time is in.
if he wants to advance to the final.
9, serving 11.
9 serves
6
11.
serving 18.
Watch Tyree has to really focus on where Willie is going. I thought that was a short ball.
Nice shot.
Our cameraman is also ball retriever here.
Hold it.
18 serving 6.
All right, that's 1. Come on.
Right out.
Oh.
Willie Polanco had that in his sights, but he missed it. Skipped the ball in.
6 serves 18.
We haven't seen Tyree
11,
using that
serving
serve
9.
that I thought was his most effective yesterday, Dave, which
Hold
was
it.
Sorry.
standing towards the right and serving behind himself out of the court. He's serving, opening up the court, serving it down the right to Willie. Willie also is left-handed, so he wants to play to Willie's right. But
Second
Tyree's serve out the left door really has been his most effective. Nice return there from Willie.
Back here. You thought that was good too? Oh, don't.
Willie uses that straight arm right, Dave, very effectively. That straight arm right keeps the ball in the court, doesn't allow that ball to angle off the
9, serving 11.
wall.
9 serves 11. This is the first game. Winner of this goes into the finals. Chance of $3,000 in cash. Make that 10 to 11.
Robert Sostre has these beautiful, really compact swings that allows him to adjust to any ball up there in the front court.
We'll go back to that one here in just a few so you can watch it back home when there's a break in the action on this court.
Excuse me. 8 serves 18.
Sorry.
Scores 8-18 in the Robert Sostre match. We're
11, serving 10.
watching Tyree and Willie Polanco here.
Oh, there's a slip right there from Polanco. He could have got to that.
Hold it. 2.
Sorry.
Listen for the score here.
12, serving 10.
12 serves 10. This is a close game.
Over.
Whew. That was close.
Yeah, 1 serve.
Nice.
Right out.
Hold them again.
12 serves 10, second serve.
18 serves 9.
Oh my God.
Tyree Bastidas wearing the black. Willie Polanco in the white.
We pressure washed the courts this morning. By we, I mean not me, because I don't do anything.
10,
That's good.
We is in the WPH team, and it seems like the serve is not as big a factor today. Maybe the court a little bit slower after brushing all that sand off the court, but we're seeing a lot more rallies today, Dave, than we saw yesterday. We saw a lot of unreturned serves yesterday. Today we're seeing a lot of extended rallies. I think
12,
just
serving 10.
Hold it.
wiping a lot of that dust off the court, Dave, has slowed the ball down just enough where these players can get themselves into the rally.
Side out.
Ah, Polanco went for it, and he didn't make it to the front wall.
18 serves 9.
13, serving 10.
Point.
Tyree Bastidas serving here.
19 serves 9.
Come on! You can't do that.
Robert Sostre Davis scored 8 consecutive points. He just missed a very easy shot. Now another one there. Gives Emmett game point.
We're going to go back over to that one really quick. Watch this. Emmett Peixoto serving at game point, serves 9, and he gets it down the line, and Emmett wins the first one.
Game, 5 minutes.
The first game going to Emmett Peixoto over here on the first show court, the Fred Banfield one-wall handball courts at the Colsa Montessori School, brought to you by the WPH. The Echelon Fireball Handball Classic is now we drift back over here to the Willie Polanco, Tyree Bastidas semifinals match. 11-13 is the score, and Willie hits the ball on the ground.
Go.
We'll see how critical that mistake will be. I predict that Tyree's going to run this game out right here, Dave, or at least extend this lead to a insurmountable one. There's an ace, and that's the serve that I expected to see him hit more of today, despite the fact that that is into Willie's strong hand.
14, serving 11.
14 serves 11. That was a beautiful serve from Tyree.
Short ball. Yeah, 1
You
serve,
see
Tyree.
Tyree a lot more calm and in control of himself today. We saw him muttering. There's a double fault there from Tyree, so Tyree just gives that side out right back to Willie right after Willie had
11,
just served that
serving
ball on the
14.
floor.
11 serves 14. Dave, you can really see this red ball so clear out here in the sun. You can track it so easy on the camera.
Easily.
14, serving 11.
So easily on the camera.
Thank you.
I'll go back and edit that out. I went to school twice. Forgot my coat.
Yeah, 1 serve.
Heard it before. Still like it. You see, Dave, Tyree and Emmett both have that tremendous whip on the ball. I don't see that from Willie
15,
or
serving
Rob.
11.
It's very difficult to compete against that. And you yourself don't have that kind of whip, that snap.
You got hit in the face?
16, serving 11.
16-11.
There's another ace there
Second
from
timeout,
Tyree.
Polanco.
Tyree's serving quite a bit better now, Dave. In the middle to late part of this first game, he now leads 17-11.
He likes walking on court 2.
Earlier it was Emmett Peixoto defeating Robert Sostre in the first game, 21-9. Over here at 17-11 in favor of Tyree Bastidas. Doing both semifinal matches at the same time. This is kind of new for us. We tried this one time at the Los Caballeros Sports Village when we covered the third place and fifth place matches in four-wall, and it wasn't as good as the setup that we have here. So hopefully at home this makes sense and you can watch both matches.
17 serving 11.
17 serves 11.
That's a nice return there from Willie. Willie had to work hard to get that side out. He was all the way off the court to his right, Dave, and
11,
ran across the court and rolled that ball out outside the court on the left. Covered about 25 feet of ground there for 2 shots. I don't think you've covered 25 feet of ground in an entire match, Dave.
12 serving 17.
Not so much. 12 serves 17.
Wasn't joking.
You're probably a little bit more factual than you know it.
Well, to every bit of joke, there's a lot of truth. That's what makes it funny.
Serving 17.
I cover about 6 feet of floor space just by standing still. So I guess you might be correct. Listen for the score here from Pee Wee Castro.
14 serving 17.
14-17.
That's a nice shot there from Willie.
I don't want to get too deep here, Dave, but earlier you said this is a server's game, and I was thinking about this morning, but it seems like it's almost a retriever's game as well. It's all about the return of serve.
I was just about to say that we could buy with their high guard.
That ball caught out here, Dave, on this left sideline. That ball looked like it clipped the line to me. I mean, we're right on top of this line. Tyree's appealing this call.
I don't blame Tyree for
I don't
appealing.
understand, Dave, how a referee can go to the line judge on the far sideline. He certainly can't see that ball over here. So
I'm kind of with you on this. I think Tyree has a good argument here. The ball was so close to being out, but also it looked like it hit the line. I don't know if you saw it hit the line, but that's what it looked like to me.
I agree.
You have 1 serve. Block.
Oh, that's ooh, that was a block call.
That was a tough serve.
That was.
I'm surprised it was caught a block because that ball came so deep. Tyree had plenty of time to react. That looked like a screen. That could have been a double fault right there.
That one looked like more of a screen than the first one.
17 serving 17.
17 serves 17.
Emmett serving 0, serve 0.
I'm surprised at that mistake there from Tyree. That was a very easy shot for him. See, Emmett just so quick. I'm on the wrong court.
It's okay. We're 18-17. This is the close game over here. Billy Polanco serving to Tyree.
Willie's great comeback here. That ball looked out, Dave.
Come on! Nice shot.
Doesn't really matter. The ball was out, but it didn't matter.
19 serving 17.
19-17. Nice run from Pee Wee Castro. I mean,
Willie almost puts that
Polanco
ball
here.
on the ground. He hit that ball an inch high on his serve.
Good call.
Second.
You have 1 serve.
19-17. Second serve.
We saw this yesterday, David.
Hold it.
Very unlucky there for Willie, David.
Ball.
So I get 2 serves.
Yes.
Willie, a really nice serve that right at Tyree's feet. I don't know if Tyree could have handled that ball.
Two, serve
The ball
0.
from the Peixoto court came rolling over. I think a bad break there for Willie.
Right out.
He will get 2 serves, though.
Nice.
Block.
Wow.
0 serves 2. Point. 1 serves 2.
Come on!
Look at that shot right there from Willie Polanco now going up to 20.
Perfect.
Score is 20 serving 17.
Here it is.
Willie
20.
trailed 17-13 now. has a game point, 20-17.
Going for 8 unanswered points here. Oh, look at that shot from Peixoto Bastidas. Beautiful underhand pop right down the middle, 2 inches high.
Willie played that serve too safe,
17,
Dave.
serving 20.
Looked like he was hoping for Tyree to make an error there. Put that ball right in the middle of the court, and Tyree flat killed it.
Hold it.
Willie did well to get that serve back, Dave. That was a tough serve. Just getting underway here in the second game of Emmett and Sostre, Dave. And Sostre now leads 3-2.
Sostre looks good in the second game. Back to this one, though.
Yay.
17, serving 20.
Score is 17-20 here, first game.
It's really anybody's game here, Dave. We saw Tyree come back against Luis Moreno from
3, serves 2.
he
Ball's
misses
out.
that.
Tyree could have gone down the left there, and he knew that Willie was busting over to the left side, went deep to the right, which was a beautiful shot. He was just out by 1-2 inches.
Point.
Here
20,
it is.
serving 17.
Game point, 20 serve 17. This is for the first game.
Lock, thank you.
Point.
Our referee, Fred Lewis, makes a good call over there. We couldn't catch it on our cameras, but Emmett just barely getting a ball back. The
5,
ball was at
serve
his
2.
feet, but Fred let the play continue. Emmett didn't complain.
Here it is. This is game
That's
point,
game.
and that's out.
Out ball.
No way, I peeled. That was a good ball. No way.
Yeah,
That
it was
ball
out
was
by
way out.
5 inches.
More than that.
That ball was 5 inches out, and that first game goes to Willie Polanco, defeating Peixoto Bastidas,
Serves 2.
21-17. Now we're back over to game number 2 here between Robert Sostre and Emmett Peixoto. Was Emmett winning the first one, but trailing this one against the former national champion?
Emmett's doing his acrobat routine over here. He's been on the ground doing somersaults here early in the second game. He's starting to slide around quite a bit, Dave.
7, serves 2.
I'll tell you, I don't like those shoes Emmett wears for the outdoor courts. Emmett now trailing 8-2. I really didn't see this coming. Emmett dominated that first game. He actually led 18-1, ended up winning that game 21-9. So Rob got some momentum. He's using that momentum here in the second game. He's now leading 9-2. He just plays a real solid, mistake error-free game. You're going to have to really go out there and beat Robert Sostre, which Emmett did there in the first game, but if you're not making perfect shots, Robert will capitalize.
You're watching the WPH Echelon Fireball Handball Classic at the Fred Banfield Courts at Khalsa Montessori School, constructed by the WPH. Here in Tucson, Arizona, it's the men's semifinals match. First game went to Emmett Peixoto over Robert Sostre. They're into game number 2 now. First one on the other semifinals, the top bracket, goes to Willie Polanco, defeating Peixoto Bastidas in the first game 21-17. That one will be back on the show court number 2 in about 3 minutes. Back to Robert Sostre serving to Emmett Peixoto. The score is 8-2. Make that 9-2. Robert's serve looks really good right now.
9, serves 2.
9-2.
You know, Robert is a veteran of huge, big-time sports competitions. He's seen it all. He's
10, serves 2.
won games easily, lost games easily, so he won't go away just because things didn't go his way in the first game.
I was talking to Robert last night. We have that big WPH and World Outdoor Racquetball 3-Wall Handball Championships in Vegas set. He's going to play outdoor racquetball and he's going to play in the handball division, both in the pro category. That tells you how good of an athlete this guy is, and he's going to compete in both of them. To tell you how good Robert Sostre is at outdoor racquetball, he's made it to the quarterfinals of these pro matches where they get, in the hundreds that enter one division. He made it to the quarterfinals before. And now he's going to enter the handball division as well in Las Vegas, September 23rd.
He's also widely regarded as the best paddleball one-wall player in New York City. In fact, people won't even play with him anymore because he's so far superior to any of his competition.
Robert Sostre is serving really good right now.
Well, really well.
12,
Really well.
serves 2.
We can edit that later.
I think we'll keep that one. That's something I'd like our viewers to learn.
13, serves 2.
13 serves 2.
Robert's got so much more on his ball right now, Dave. It's almost like he was warming up there in the first game. The ball's coming off his hand completely differently now in the second game. It's coming off his hand the way we see the ball come off of Emmett's hand, just sort of exploding off of his hand. Dave, you and I don't have that, but we'd like to watch it.
Right out.
Score is 2-13.
You know you're feeling comfortable, Dave, when you're going for shots like that.
Serving
That just
14.
shows just how confident you are in what you're doing.
Nice shot.
I like that shot. You see, Robert also says, nice shot to Emmett Peixoto. It went into the.
Second game. Look at my referee.
It's 3-14 is the score now.
Robert does well just to pick those serves up.
Three
Emmett
serves,
drives those serves
14.
right at the back line. Robert's able to.
That's a good call right there. That's a short ball.
Emmett doesn't complain.
Second.
Emmett goes to this overhand serve, Dave, on his second serve. I'd rather see him just go to
Second game.
stick with his standard first serve. He makes that first serve about 90% of the time, Dave, and he wins just about 72% of those points that he's serving when he makes his first serve. So I'd rather see him play the percentages, Dave.
Heads up, Jeff.
Go for his first serve, which he makes just about 90% of the time, and that puts him in a position to win. I feel like with that second serve, he's less than 50% at winning those points with that overhand serve.
1-7-0.
Nice. Nice goal.
And Dave, certainly you can understand the math there and the strategy behind why he's better off going with that first serve on his second serve.
Oh, that was good.
Point.
You see, Robert Sostre is a complete gentleman on this court over here.
4.
Emmett makes a
14.
ball in the deep corner. Instead of waiting for the referee to call in or out, Robert just says he points up. It's a point. It's good. I've seen him
Great
call
serve
short
that
balls.
Emmett hit.
I like that serve too.
Yeah, come on, Terry.
You see Emmett here.
Come on.
This is every time he serves that overhand second serve, Dave, he gets into these long rallies, which is a big advantage to Robert. I would think maybe a coach of Emmett's would go in there. And that's a great serve there from Robert. That's a serve we've seen Emmett using.
Score is 14-4.
15.
Make that 15-4. Second game. Emmett wins the first one. Robert Sostre serving. I like that return right there. Boy, that ball sounds so loud against that front wall there. Court mics pick it up through our court mics.
4 serves
1-7-0.
14.
Maybe you should think about what you say before you speak.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
We have a court microphone right there on that front wall, and when that ball smacks it, you can really hear it through our headphones. Those
that's-
here in the crowd are
That's
unable
the
to hear
point
it.
of the microphone.
Come on, no easy one. Put it on the wall.
It just sounds so loud.
1-7-0.
5 serves 15.
It's a short ball. It's not
I want
called.
to put that very short.
I agree.
Oh, that ball looked well short.
That was short by 3 inches, and it's not called by the line judges nor the referee.
Why? Because you're going by what Dave said over there?
No.
You heard it.
2-7-0.
I'm upset with you now, Dave. I'm glad I didn't get
I
implicated
thought it
there.
was short.
Yeah.
Actually, you thought it was short, too.
I would have given it to
I did, but I didn't say it as loudly as you. So
I did
I'm
say
innocent.
it. I
I'm
did
somewhat
say it-
innocent.
I did say it loud on purpose.
3-7-0.
You see Emmett here, Dave. He serves that overhand serve, and look what's happened. He's loses another rally. That's 4 overhand second serves he's hit now in this second game. Lost every rally. Emmett's a pretty analytical player. I'm
But it-
surprised he hasn't picked up on this.
But it is entertaining.
4-7-0.
What, the long rallies
Yeah,
from the
long
overhand
rallies
serves?
are
Well,
entertaining.
unfortunately, they're very much to Robert Sostre's favor. Robert's a master of playing that high game on the front wall and waiting for his opportunity and
Serves 5.
5-7-0.
taking advantage of it. Looks like, Dave, we might have a guest speaker here on
It's not plugged in, so
our announcer. Okay,
it's not going to happen.
okay.
That's your going. 5 serving 16.
5 serve 16.
I like that shot there from Roberts. Gets himself back into the point, Dave, with that sort of high lob when he's off the court. That's a great pass shot there from Robert. He had Emmett blocked out just enough that he could execute that about 8-foot high cross-court pass with his left.
5.
Over on the other court, second game just started. Polanco sees himself down 1-5, just in case you're at home wondering what's going on over there. There's a timeout called on the Robert Sostre Emmett Peixoto court. You're watching the WPH Echelon Fireball Handball Classic. Nice shot right there from Peixoto Bastidas.
Well, actually, Dave, we pressure washed the courts, and by we, I mean, of course, not me. But the courts have a lot more grit to them this morning. They removed all of the sand and the dust, so the ball's catching just a little bit more, and the ball's sitting up just a little bit more. It gives Dave the players that extra split second to react to the ball. It's very similar to playing clay court tennis when the ball grabs and comes up.
Resuming play. Score is 5, serving 16.
7, serving 2.
Score is 7-2 over here. Peixoto Bastidas serving.
Emmett hits that ball right back at Robert. I'm surprised Emmett had that whole left side of the court there, Dave. Actually, we've got the camera focused on the Tyree match. This is a timeout here, though, over in the Tyree-Willie Polanco match. See if we can get our great camera technician, the chief, Jeff Kastner, to pan over.
16-5 is the score here. Second game. Emmett Peixoto wins the first one.
Emmett just calling a timeout. He came back in and controlled that last rally, but unfortunately unable to execute a setup.
Oh, ball.
Robert lets that ball go. Tremendous eye there, Dave. Almost like a batter that can see the ball just 1 or 2 inches off the plate.
17, serving 5.
Robert is such a great athlete.
That's the voice of Dave Chapman stepping into the webcast booth here. Emmett can't catch up to that. Robert's pushing Emmett back and forth right now on that first show court.
It certainly looks like we're going to a tiebreaker here.
18, serves 5.
8, serving 2.
Just over the short line.
Robert's winning this match without a big serve, which is unbelievable on these courts.
Actually, he's been very effective on that serve down the left, Dave. He's serving it behind himself with a big natural on it.
Oh, that ball just barely stayed in. It was short.
Hold it.
I'm not sure that was short, Dave.
Come on. Boy, back it up again.
It was. Ooh, Emmett almost ran into Robert on that.
You know, Dave, I don't think we've talked enough just about what Emmett's accomplishing here on this weekend of one-wall handball.
I agree with you on that.
Emmett is the lone four-wall player remaining. Actually, I don't even know if we can call him a four-wall player. Emmett's sort of an all-code player. He's certainly the last of the top 5 four-wall players remaining in this event.
There's a timeout called on that show court there as we watch Robert Sostre go back to the water cooler. You're watching the WPH Echelon Fireball Handball Classic here in Tucson, Arizona. In the booth, we have Dave Chapman, David Fink, yours truly, Dave Vincent, and Jeff Castor behind the camera work now. Dave Chapman, you've been around handball tournaments as much as anybody here, as you are going into your 35th year, and about 20 of those, 25 of those have been playing handball. What do you think of this tournament and this concept of four-wall and one-wall and qualifiers and women's events and all that rolled into one?
Well, there's just nothing like this tournament. We've never had anything like this, and it's just great to see all this action. I hope we can do more events like this in the future, because it's so great for handball to have one-wall and four-wall in the same event.
Funny you should say that, Dave, because there will be an event in September. That'll be on the Strip in Las Vegas. I heard you'll be playing some racquetball there in the C's.
5, serving 20.
5 serves 20.
Dave, that first game we saw Emmett just really impose himself on Robert, overwhelmed him with power and speed. Now we're seeing the experience of Robert Sostre sort of come into play as he's been able to just maneuver Emmett all over the court, moving him side to side and front to back, keeping him up high when possible. We'll see if Emmett can make the adjustment.
Hold it.
In the tiebreaker, Dave. It certainly looks like this is going to a tiebreaker. Emmett's trailing 6-20 here.
Well, during that last timeout, he actually came back and said, this is going to a tiebreaker. You're hearing it from one of the competitors.
Well, I think Emmett's pretty realistic, and it'd be pretty unlikely for Emmett to score 15 unanswered points at this point. Not to say it couldn't happen, but you see Emmett there changes his second serve. I still don't like that second serve because Robert's able to get him into this high game, which Emmett's had very little success.
Oh, come on!
Emmett able to win that point, though.
Listen for the score.
7 serves 20. Luck.
Wow. 7 serves 20.
Point.
That's about the easiest shot we've seen Robert miss all match here.
Emmett's starting to gain a little bit of momentum, which may help him in the tiebreaker, Dave.
Well, Dave, also, Emmett is trying to get that first serve in the tiebreaker. Robert scored, I believe it was 9 there, Dave, in the first game. The first serve in the tiebreaker, very crucial in one-wall handball, Dave. I don't like that serve at all.
Wow, that's I like
Overhand,
that.
fist, offhand, that's a great shot.
He did
We've
that
seen
yesterday
Emmett hit
a few
lot of that.
times.
9 serves 20.
9 serves 20.
Hold it,
You
screen.
know, Dave, a couple of years ago, Emmett never used a fist shot. Now he's using them with both hands, overhand and underhand, with a lot of control.
I was there one day when Emmett said, I don't even know how to hit a ball with a fist. That was about 3 years ago. And now,
I can remember seeing Emmett look awkward hitting the ball with a fist. Now it looks very natural.
That's a great second serve right there. That's the first good second serve I've seen him hit since I've been here.
You know, Dave, you almost have to take a little bit of a chance on your second serve because if you just put one in play right down the middle of the court, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We're switching over here now.
we're on Polanco, 5-8. This is the second game. Willie wins the first one, make that 6-8. He won the first one of the semifinals match against Peixoto Bastidas. 21-17, Dave. I don't know if you caught that.
I did. Watched every point.
You know, I saw Willie last night at a local watering hole pretty late. I said, what are you doing here, Willie? He said, I just need about 5 hours of sleep. That's about what I get anyway. So he obviously knew what he was doing there last night. He was having a good time.
Come on, Terry, he's just powering me.
Ty, now we're starting to hear Tyree. A little bit of muttering.
Okay, resuming.
Scores 8-8 over here on show court number 2.
Score is 8-7-8.
Scores 8-8. Willie Polanco serving.
There's an ace there from Emmett. I'm not so sure Emmett's thinking about the tiebreaker. Emmett now 10 points from taking this match. There's
Oh,
a
look at
great
that shot.
there from
You
Robert.
might want to talk about how good Emmett's left-handed punch down that line was, but that was a beautiful shot from Sostre with his left hand.
I think Emmett's happy to make Robert hit a shot like that to win a point, because if he can put...
Here comes an ace.
There it is. Robert Sostre takes game number 2. But Emmett did score enough points to get the first serve in the tiebreaker, so that late drive from Emmett did help out with Emmett to get that first serve. That closes out game number 2. We're going tiebreaker in the bottom bracket of the semifinals. Back over to the top bracket. It's Willie Polanco serving to Peixoto Bastidas. This is the second serve.
Come on with the left!
You can hear Tyree now very frustrated.
11-7-8.
Dave Chapman has to go take about 34 vitamins, which he does every hour. Helps him recover from...
The score is now 12-8.
12-7-8.
Yeah, if it hinders the play, though, it's not automatic.
You know, Dave, this seems like to me a big upset. I must say, Dave, that I lost to the eventual champion in four-wall, Dave Chapman. I lost to Willie Polanco here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Willie win this event as well. I think it's that confidence gain from beating me, Dave, that propels these champions. I kid.
Hey, man. One game.
People actually want you to come to their tournament.
It's an easy win.
If they know they beat you, they have a chance at winning the whole thing. That's what I'm gathering from this conversation.
Well, if they don't beat me, they certainly don't have a chance to win the whole thing.
14-8. Willie Polanco was once down 3-8.
Come on, Terry. He's going to swing. Come on.
11 unanswered points for Willie Polanco.
8-7-14.
8-14. Willie wins the first one. That ball is out and a side out.
Come on, Tyree, don't get those two in.
all skipping every time. It's not even handball. 8, serving 14.
We're playing a game of skip ball here. It's not handball anymore.
Second serve.
Look at that shot right there from Peixoto Bastidas. You're watching the WPH Echelon skip ball one-wall semifinals. And Tyree making a beautiful get up front, 8-14. You didn't miss much on your sabbatical.
14, serving 8.
That was actually a coaching session. I just told Emmett what we talked about a little bit here on the air, Dave. I told him to take more chances on his second serve. I told him he's only won 1 out of 10 points on his second serve, 0 points with that overhand second serve. I told him if he can take a little bit more chances and go for it on that second serve, he's making his first serve 85 to 90% of the time.
Well,
He's
let's see if
losing
he
his second serve points 90% of the time with the way he's serving, just putting the ball in play. So
let's see if he takes your advice here when he gets back in the court. Over here, though, something kind of special is happening with Willie Polanco up 15-8 in the second game after he won the first one. The winner of this goes to the finals. Willie Polanco, the 4th seed, could be an upset here.
You know,
now it's 16-8.
Tyree looks like he's wilting under this pressure, Dave. There's $3,000 here for first place. That's the kind of paycheck Tyree's never seen on a handball court before, Dave.
Willie Polanco playing a very steady game right here, making very few errors, capitalizing on the ones that...
There's a lot to be said for that, Dave, in one wall. Any form of handball, if you can play mistake-free and keep the pressure on your opponent, also use your legs and speed and keep the ball in play and execute your opportunities, that's a recipe for winning championships. We certainly saw, Dave, in four-wall, the 2 steadiest players in the tournament made the finals. The steadiest player won the finals yesterday, Dave, in four-wall, and I think we're seeing that here today. Robert, in his steady play, able to overcome Emmett's power and athleticism there from that first game. We'll see what happens in that tiebreaker, but right here we're seeing really experience over youth reigning here. Tyree,
wow, he just skipped the serve.
That's
just so bad.
That's probably going to be the end of this match there for Tyree, skipping that serve into the ground.
Let's just see.
16, serving 8.
16 serves 8.
And say that that was pretty much the final dagger.
17-8.
17, serving 8.
Willie is now 4 points away
Hey, what's going on, man?
from making the finals. Make that 3 points away, 18-8.
This is a pretty big upset here for the people on these grounds. Willie was not really considered to be even one of the top favorites to win this event. He was seeded 4th, but all the talk really centered around Pee-wee, Tyree, and Billy.
Wow, look at that shot right there, making it 19-8.
Come on, Tyree, keep your cool. Get him.
19, serving 8.
Tyree gets a lot on that ball diving.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets that much from diving with his offhand.
I'm not so sure that is his offhand, Dave. I don't know if he has one. He's got so much power and torque with his left. I know, Dave, you played him in four-wall. It's incredible the difference in his game, his comfort level. And
well, plus he had an off day against me, so that made a big difference too.
well, you're one of those lucky few that everyone just seems to play badly against you.
I'm not lucky at the casino though.
Huh.
9 serves 19.
That's
a lot of power right there on that fist. That's way in.
not sure what Tyree was thinking there, completely misjudging that
All right,
ball.
11-point tiebreaker.
Right now, Dave,
Emmett
we're
is
coming to the
serving.
conclusion of this
0,
match, but also
serving
starting
0.
the tiebreaker over on court
19,
one.
serving 9.
Start.
Emmett comes up short here.
Second.
He'll be serving a second serve here to start this tiebreaker. Let's see what kind of serve he goes for here.
Come on, Tyree. Come on, you'll win.
Point.
Come on. Do that.
9-19 over here, though. We're going to close out this match over here.
1 serve 0.
We'll just come back to the tiebreaker in a minute.
Point.
Wow, great shot by Emmett.
2, serve 0. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's not fair.
Willie with an incredible inside-out left-handed kill into that left corner.
Side out.
Come on.
19, serving 9.
The score is 19-9. This is the second game. Willie wins the first one, trying to go to the finals
0,
here.
serving 2.
Just 2 points away.
No.
Dave, real quick, we've seen him hit 2 balls out. He just served the ball out on the left sideline. He just hit a pretty routine setup out on the right.
1, serving
Sostre
2.
now trails 1-2.
Hold it.
Sorry, yes, yes.
Serve.
That ball's out.
Way out.
Now making 20-9. This is the possible game and match for Willie Polanco
Point.
and a chance at the finals.
This reminds me of Heidi.
2,
Just we
serving
don't
2.
switch until
Hold it.
Over.
Point.
Emmett now trails 3-2. Dave, he's made 2 errors. Roberts really tightened up his game.
This is for game and match.
You have 1 serve.
3, serves 2.
Come on.
And a side out.
Point.
9, serving 20.
4, serves 2.
Wow.
Point. Time out, Emmett.
Hold it. Right. You have 2 serves.
Come on, Terry.
Willie
He's swinging.
Polanco tried to catch up to that one, Dave, but he couldn't make it. Now Tyree serving.
Willie does not hit that well on the run, Dave, but he puts himself in such great positions that he's able to control the center of the court. If you can make Willie move, you can force some
5,
errors.
serves 2. Point.
11, serving 20.
Oh, that's all the way in the park.
6, serving 2.
Oh, outside. Hook it.
It's now 12-20. The comeback might be happening on the right side.
Hold it.
Oh, what?
12, serving 20.
12-20 now, Dave. Tyree on a comeback.
Serve.
He has absolutely no room for error, obviously. Nice. Nice pass there from Emmett over on court 1, Dave. He runs the side out. He's trailing 2-6, so coming in serving.
If you're wondering what's happening on court 1, it is a tiebreaker. Emmett's down 2-6.
Ball coming.
You have 1 serve.
2, serve 6.
Guard.
Second.
Go, Terry.
Tyree now scoring another point, making it 13-20.
Willie cannot be feeling all that comfortable right now.
Side out.
So bad.
Timeout. Polanco.
Let's pan on over to this tiebreaker
6,
here.
serves 2.
Timeout.
Robert Sostre leads 6-2. He just rolled out it. Emmett Peixoto served down the right, flat roll. That looked like it could have been unavoidable, but
Point.
Robert makes that shot. Fred gave it to him.
I agree. Robert couldn't take the full swing. He went back halfway, about 3/4. Went back 3/4, and he
Certainly a hinder call there would have been
7,
definitely.
serves 2.
a terrible call there against Robert.
What's the score here?
The score's now 8-2.
8-2.
Robert on an 8-0 run here in this tiebreaker. Emmett came in and
8,
scored the
serving
first 2.
We'll stay on this match till the conclusion unless somebody serves at 20 on the other court, and there's
Look at
now
those
9-2.
hands. It's just incredible, Dave. He's able to stay down on that ball, take the ball on the way up, and hit it hard.
Timeout,
Almost
Emmett.
like he has a pad on his hand.
9-2 is the score over on that show court. We're back here 13-20. Tyree on a nice run right now, making it another point, 14-20. What looked like Tyree was going to lose this game. Now he's on a nice little comeback. Now I know 7 points is hard to get, but Tyree just did it.
I don't know if I know that. I've seen it happen quite a bit out here, Dave. Willie came in at 20-9 with match points. He served a real safe serve right to Tyree's left hand, and Tyree rolled it out. It's almost human nature, Dave, to come in there and play it a little bit safer when you've got match point. You feel like you just hope your opponent misses. Tyree is in the dangerous zone for Willie, where he just can let it all fly right now, Dave. He's got...
No, don't skip!
There's a side.
Oh! Oh, you ain't gotta make it perfect.
Emmett Peixoto over on that court number
Emmett very fortunate to win that point there, Dave. Actually, that was a side out.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Court number 1, the score over there is 2-9 with Emmett serving. We're back over here. It's game and match point. Willie Polanco serving to Peixoto Bastidas. This could be for a chance at the finals right here. Let's see what serve Willie has. That's the game. That is the game right there. Willie Polanco in the finals and a chance at $3,000 in cash, defeating the number 1 seed, Peixoto Bastidas. Back over on court number 1, it's 3-9.
We're seeing Emmett use those overhand fish shots too much right now, Dave. He's not shooting the ball. He's not able to put the ball down right now. His serve's not nearly as crisp as we've seen them in this event. That's just an incredible shot there, Dave. That looks like a shot you might take, Dave, on the 4-wall court.
10 serving 3.
10 serves 3. That was an amazing shot right there from Emmett Peixoto.
Come on.
3 serves 10.
The score is 3-10. Tiebreaker. We're going to 11. Make that 4-10.
Nice shot there from Emmett. He'll need 7 unanswered points here to
4 serving 10.
book a ticket in the finals.
That's a short ball.
Second.
I will say this, Dave, if Rob gets into serve one more time, he will win this match. So Emmett will have to stay in that service box.
No!
I like that shot right there. Robert thought Emmett was going to go out the right side door.
Timeout.
That's a timeout call.
Away, Emmett.
You're watching the WPH Echelon Fireball Handball Classic here in Tucson, Arizona at the Fred Banfield Courts at the Khalsa Montessori School, instructed by the WPH. Emmett Peixoto won the first game against Robert Sostre, but he came back charging in that second game to force a tiebreaker and is now up big here. Peixoto Bastidas losing. He's the #1 seed to Willie Polanco over on show court number 2. So the finals will be the winner of this one versus Willie Polanco for $3,000 in cash. We appreciate the fact that you're watching this live webcast online at WePlayHandball.com.
Serving 9.
The score is 5-9. I thought it was 10, actually.
So did I.
10.
Okay, our referee, the Lou, Fred Lewis, called the score wrong.
And Robert Sostre's walking that off. That's affecting him a little bit.
Surprising, Dave. Our referee wouldn't know he was at match point. He forgot.
Oh, that's a good call.
Second.
Let's see if Emmett takes your advice here, Mr. Fink. And he does.
Didn't go for enough there, Dave. Kept that ball too much in the middle of the court. Now he finds himself in this rally that Rob is so comfortable playing. You know, it looks like they're just about even when they play these rallies up high, Dave, but Rob just has a little bit more craftiness, a little bit more experience with these high rallies here.
Boy, he knows how to play the corners too up high.
Yeah, he changes the speed, he changes the angle, Dave. And now here's his setup. He makes a mistake there.
That ball's out. You see, once the ball starts going low, both players start going for that sidearm swing. That one,
6
Robert
serving 10.
pulls out 6-10 here. That's out.
Yes! Come on! Finish it here.
Unfortunately, Dave, for Emmett fans, he serves that ball out. He was on a nice run there. Robert looked a little bit tight.
Start.
That's a tough one to call short.
Yeah, Peel.
That was a quick call from the line
I
judge.
thought that looked good.
I did too.
I thought it hit the line. Second.
That was close. That was
Rob,
really close.
it just goes to show you, Dave, it's a game of inches. I mean, that ball was just, I thought it was good, but
There it
that's
is.
out.
Game is over. That is the game, and that is the match. 11-6. Robert Sostre defeating Emmett Peixoto. And now going to the finals to face Willie Polanco, coming up in less than 1 hour from right now. About 45 minutes, we're going to go right into the finals. Depending on the time, I actually don't know exactly what the time
I think
is.
a lot of that'll be determined by the players, Dave. Some of these players, well, excuse me, Rob and Willie might not want to wait
You're
around
right.
for an hour. They're nice and loose right now. They might want to just jump right back on that court 5 or 10 minutes from now. So we'll certainly keep you updated. This final could be, I would think, anywhere from 10 minutes to 40,